What if I told you that understanding English is not your problem? You already understand videos. You understand teachers. You understand many conversations. You can read English, you know grammar. You know hundreds, maybe thousands, of words. But the moment someone looks at you and says, "Okay, speak in English," everything changes. Your mind becomes quiet. Your tongue feels heavy. The words disappear. And later, when you are alone, every sentence comes back. You think, why couldn't I say this before? If this happens to you, stay with me, because today I am going to show you something very important. You do not need another grammar book. You do not need to memorize another 1,000 words. You need to train the English that is already inside you to come out. And you can start doing that today. Not next month. Not after you become perfect. Today. Many learners make the same mistake. They think, I cannot speak because my English is weak. But that is not always true. Sometimes your English is not weak. Your speaking habit is weak. There is a big difference. Think about this. You can understand someone saying, "What did you eat this morning?" You know every word. What did you eat this morning? But when it is your turn to answer, you suddenly think about grammar. Should I say I eat? No, yesterday. No, this morning. Maybe I ate. Then you think about pronunciation. Then you wonder if the other person will laugh. Then 5 seconds become 10 seconds. And finally you say nothing. This does not mean you know nothing. It means your brain is trying to do too many things at the same time. Understand, translate, choose vocabulary, check grammar, check pronunciation, avoid mistakes, watch the other person's face, and speak. That is a lot of pressure. So today, I want to make speaking simpler. I want you to stop treating English like an exam. English is communication. That means if someone asks, "What did you eat this morning?" you can simply say, "I ate eggs and bread." That is enough. You communicated. You do not need to sound impressive. You need to be understood. This is the first change I want you to make. Stop trying to speak big English. Start speaking useful English. Simple English. Real English. English that belongs to your life. Say this out loud. I do not need perfect English to speak. Again. I do not need perfect English to speak. Good. Now say, I only need to start. Again. I only need to start. That is where fluency begins. Not with perfection. With movement. One sentence, then another, then another. Imagine a child learning to walk. The child does not wait until the legs become perfect. The child stands, falls, tries again, falls again, and slowly the body learns. Speaking works in a similar way. Your mouth needs practice. Your brain needs practice finding words quickly. Your ears need practice hearing your own English. And your confidence needs proof that you can survive mistakes. You cannot get that proof while staying silent. Silence feels safe. But silence also keeps fear alive. Every time you avoid speaking because you are afraid, your brain learns English speaking is dangerous. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, your brain learns something different. I spoke, and I survived. I forgot a word, but I continued. My sentence was simple, but the person understood. That is how fear becomes smaller. Not through thinking, through action. Let me tell you about a learner named Sana. Sana understood English very well. She watched English videos almost every day. She could understand interviews. She followed English teachers online. She had a notebook full of vocabulary. But in class, she almost never spoke. One day, her teacher asked her, "What do you like to do on weekends?" Sana knew the answer immediately. She liked watching movies and spending time with her sister. But she became nervous. Her mind started searching for a perfect sentence. Should she say, "I like watching movies"? Or, "I enjoy to watch movies"? Or, "I enjoy watching movies"? She became so busy checking herself that she gave no answer. The teacher moved to another student. After class, Sana felt angry with herself. She said, "I knew the answer." That night, she made one small decision. Every day she would answer 5 simple questions out loud. Not in writing. Not inside her mind. Out loud. The next morning, she asked herself, "What is my name?" "My name is Sana." "Where do I live?" "I live in Lahore." "What do I do?" "I am a university student." "What do I like?" "I like watching movies." What will I do today? I will go to class and study. Very simple, nothing advanced. But she repeated this every day. After 1 week, the questions felt easy. After 2 weeks, she added details. I like watching movies because they help me relax. I am studying because I want a better future. After 1 month, her teacher asked another question. What did you do last weekend? Sana still felt nervous. But this time she did not wait for a perfect answer. She started with one sentence. I visited my aunt. Then another. We had lunch together. Then another. It was a nice day. The answer was simple, but she spoke. That moment was more valuable than 50 pages of grammar exercises. Because something changed inside her. She had evidence. I can answer. This is what I want you to create. Evidence. Not only knowledge. You may already have a lot of knowledge. Now we need to turn knowledge into action. And the best way to do that is with daily speaking. Not once a week. Not only when someone talks to you. Every day. Even when you are alone. Especially when you are alone. Some people say, but speaking alone feels strange. Yes. At first it may feel strange. But many useful things feel strange in the beginning. Recording your voice feels strange. Going to the gym for the first time feels strange. Standing in front of a mirror and speaking English feels strange. But strange does not mean useless. Strange means unfamiliar. And unfamiliar becomes familiar through repetition. Start with your morning. When you wake up, do not immediately open social media. Give English 1 minute. Look around and say 5 sentences. It is morning. I feel sleepy. My room is quiet. I need to get ready. I want to have a good day. That is all. 5 sentences. Your brain begins connecting real life directly with English. This is powerful. Because many learners do this. They see a cup. They think of the cup in their first language. Then they translate. Then they say cup. We want to make the road shorter. See cup. Think cup. See rain. Think it is raining. Feel hungry. Think I am hungry. Feel tired. Think I need some rest. You do not need to stop translation in 1 day. Do not fight your brain. Train it. Tiny direct connections create a new habit. Today, 1 direct thought. Tomorrow, 5. Later, English starts appearing before translation. This is how thinking in English begins. Not by forcing big thoughts. By connecting simple English to real moments. When you open the window, say, the weather is nice. When you make tea, say, the water is hot. When you look for your phone, say, where is my phone? When you are late, say, I need to hurry. These sentences are small, but fluency is built from small things used many times. Do not underestimate simple English. Simple English is strong English. If you can use it quickly and confidently, it is more useful than difficult English you cannot remember. Many learners collect advanced vocabulary because it makes them feel they are studying. They learn words like magnificent, extraordinary, meticulous. But in real conversation they cannot say, I need more time. The problem is not vocabulary size. It is vocabulary availability. You need words that come when you need them. A word becomes active when you use it. Take the word busy. Do not only learn the meaning. Use it. I am busy today. My mother is busy. This week was very busy. I am too busy to go out. Are you busy tomorrow? Now the word starts becoming yours. Do the same with improve. I want to improve. My English is improving. I need to improve my pronunciation. I improved because I practiced. What should I improve next? 1 word. 5 real sentences. This is more powerful than learning 5 new words and never using them. Now let us talk about your tongue. Yes, your tongue. Because speaking is physical. Reading silently does not train your mouth enough. Watching videos does not train your mouth enough. You have to make sounds. Think about learning a song. You can listen to the song 10 times. You may understand every word. But when you try to sing it, your mouth needs practice. English is the same. Your tongue, your lips, your jaw, your breathing, all of them need repetition. This is why reading aloud can help. Choose a short paragraph, not a whole book. 5 or 6 lines. Read slowly. For example, today was a busy day. I went to work early. I had 2 meetings. In the evening I came home and rested. Read it once, slowly, again. This time try to sound natural. Then close the paragraph and say the idea in your own words. My day was busy. I went to work early and had 2 meetings. Then I came home and rested. Now you are doing something very important. First, you received English. Then you produced English. Input, output. Many learners have too much input and not enough output. They listen for 2 hours. They speak for 2 minutes. Then they wonder why speaking is difficult. Your brain becomes good at what you practice. If you practice listening, your listening improves. If you practice reading, your reading improves. If you practice speaking, your speaking improves. Speaking creates speaking. That sentence is simple, but remember it. Speaking creates speaking. You cannot think yourself into fluency. You must use your voice. Now I want you to do a small exercise with me. I will ask a question. Do not prepare a perfect answer. Say 1 sentence. Ready? How are you feeling today? Answer out loud. Maybe you said, I feel good. Good. Now add 1 reason. I feel good because I slept well. Or, I feel tired because I had a long day. Now another question. What did you eat today? Answer. I ate rice. Add 1 detail. I ate rice with chicken. Now another. What are you going to do tomorrow? Answer. I am going to work. Add 1 detail. I am going to work in the morning. See what is happening. 1 sentence becomes 2. You do not need to prepare everything before speaking. You build the answer while speaking. This is how real conversations work. Fluent speakers do not always know the full sentence before they begin. They start, then their mind follows. But many learners wait. They want to know every word before opening their mouth. That creates pressure. Stop waiting for the whole answer. Find the first sentence. That is enough. If someone asks, why are you learning English? Do not prepare a speech. Say, I am learning English because I want better opportunities. Now continue if you can. I also want to speak confidently. Then maybe, English is important for my future. 3 simple sentences. Clear, useful, real. Now I want you to build a small group of sentence starters. These help when your mind goes blank. Practice. I think. In my opinion, for me. 1 reason is, for example, I feel. I want. In the future. What I mean is, I am not sure but. These phrases are like doors. When you do not know how to start, choose a door. Someone asks, is social media good or bad? You may freeze because the question feels large. Start with a door. I think social media can be useful. Now another sentence. 1 reason is that it helps people stay connected. Then, but it can also waste time. That is already a good answer. You did not need advanced vocabulary. You needed a simple beginning. Practice those beginnings until they become automatic. Say, I think, then complete 10 different sentences. I think daily practice is important. I think learning English takes time. I think confidence grows through action. I think people should read more. I think mornings are peaceful. Very easy. Now I think becomes familiar. In conversation, familiar language is easier to find. The next problem many learners have is fear of mistakes. This fear is so strong that it can make a person with good English look like they know nothing. You know the sentence. But before you speak, a voice inside says, what if the grammar is wrong? What if my pronunciation sounds bad? What if they laugh? What if they think I am stupid? Let me ask you something. When someone speaks your language as a learner and makes a small mistake, do you immediately think they are stupid? Probably not. You usually understand that they are learning. So why do you imagine everyone will judge you so harshly? Most people are thinking about themselves. They are not sitting there waiting for your grammar mistake. And even if someone laughs, does that person deserve control over your future? No. One person's reaction should not decide whether you continue learning. Your goal is bigger than their opinion. Maybe you want English for work, for travel, for education, for confidence, for your future. Protect that goal. Do not give it away because someone smiles at a mistake. Mistakes are part of speaking. Even fluent speakers correct themselves. They say, I went there on Monday, sorry, Tuesday. They forget words. They pause. They change sentences. That is human speech. Your English does not need to be perfect to be real. If you say, yesterday I go to market, the message is understandable. Later, you can improve it. Yesterday, I went to the market. Good. You learned. But do not let the mistake stop the story. Continue. I bought some vegetables, then I came home. Communication first, correction later. This is a powerful rule. During speaking practice, do not stop after every mistake. Finish your idea. After you finish, choose one mistake to improve. Not 10. 1. Suppose you record 1 minute. You hear, I go to my friend's house yesterday. Correct it. I went to my friend's house yesterday. Say the correct sentence 3 times. Then continue with your life. Tomorrow, you will make another improvement. Small correction, daily speaking. That is enough. Do not turn practice into punishment. If every practice session makes you feel bad, you will stop. Your practice must be challenging, but safe. Imagine a gym. If someone tries to lift an impossible weight on the first day, they may get hurt. Good training starts with a manageable weight. English is the same. Do not begin with a 10-minute speech about global economics. Talk about your room, your breakfast, your family, your work, your favorite food, your plans. These are manageable speaking weights. Then slowly increase. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Your speaking muscles grow. Let us practice describing. Look at something near you. Maybe a table. Say, this is a table. Now add detail. It is brown. Another detail. There is a book on it. Another. I use this table when I work. That is speaking practice. Now choose your phone. This is my phone. I use it every day. I use it for messages and videos. I bought it last year. I think I use it too much. Now you are describing and giving opinions. You do not need a speaking partner. Your room has hundreds of speaking topics. A window, a chair, a book, a bag, your clothes, your kitchen, your street. Every object can become English practice. Now let us go one step further. Do not only describe objects. Describe actions. While making tea, I am boiling water. I am putting tea in the cup. I am adding milk. The tea smells good. I need some sugar. While cleaning, I am cleaning my desk. This book belongs here. I need to throw this away. My room looks better now. While walking, the road is busy. There are many cars. The weather is warm. I can see a shop. I am going to the market. This is powerful because you are connecting English with movement and real experience. The sentence becomes more memorable. It is your life, not a random example from a textbook. Language becomes strong when it carries personal meaning. Now let us talk about stories. Stories are one of the best ways to improve speaking. Why? Because real conversations are full of stories. What happened? What did you do? How was your weekend? Why were you late? What happened at work? You answer with stories. Start very small. Tell me about yesterday. Use 4 parts. Where were you? What happened? How did you feel? What happened in the end? For example, yesterday I went to the market. It was very crowded. I needed to buy fruit. I bought apples and bananas. Then it started raining. I came home quickly. I was tired, but I was happy because I finished my shopping. That is a story. Simple, clear. Now tell it again tomorrow. Why repeat the same story? Because the second time becomes easier. The third time becomes smoother. You start remembering useful phrases. It was crowded. It started raining. I came home quickly. Those phrases become active. This is not cheating. This is training. Actors repeat lines. Musicians repeat songs. Athletes repeat movements. Language learners should repeat useful speech. Repetition creates fluency. Choose 5 stories from your life. Your first day at school. A funny mistake. A family trip. A difficult day. A proud moment. Tell 1 story every day. At first 1 minute. Later 3 minutes. After 2 weeks you may be surprised. Your sentences connect more easily. Your pauses become shorter. You begin using words you already knew but never used. That is progress. Now, another important problem. I know the word, but I forget it when I speak. This happens to almost everyone. Do not panic. If you forget a word, describe it. You forget umbrella. Say, the thing we use when it rains. You forget pharmacy. Say, the place where we buy medicine. You forget appointment. Say, a planned meeting with the doctor. You forget delicious. Say, very tasty. Communication is flexible. You do not need the perfect word. You need a path to the meaning. Practice this. Choose 10 objects. Describe them without saying their names. This is something we use to open a door. Key. This is something we use to charge a phone. Charger. This is a place where we borrow books. Library. This exercise teaches your brain not to stop when one word disappears. That is a huge confidence skill. A confident speaker does not know every word. A confident speaker knows how to continue. Remember that. Now let us talk about listening. Listening is important, but change the way you listen. Do not only watch English videos like entertainment. Use them as practice. Watch 1 or 2 minutes. Pause. Ask yourself, what did I understand? Say the answer out loud. The speaker is talking about confidence. She says we should practice every day. I agree because now you are using the video as a conversation partner. The speaker cannot hear you, but your brain is responding. That matters. If the video asks a question, pause, answer it. If the person says, what do you think? Do not wait for their answer. Give yours. You are training response. This makes listening active. Another technique is repetition. Listen to one short sentence. For example, I have been trying to improve my English. Pause. Repeat. I have been trying to improve my English. Again, now make it personal. I have been trying to wake up earlier. I have been trying to exercise. I have been trying to read more. One pattern. 3 new sentences. Now the sentence structure is becoming yours. Do not repeat 20 minutes without thinking. Take one sentence. Understand it, repeat it, use it. This is more powerful. Now I want you to think about confidence. Many people say, I will speak when I become confident. But confidence usually comes after speaking, not before. Think about riding a bicycle. Do you become confident before riding? No. You ride nervously. You practice. You become more confident. Speaking works the same way. You may feel nervous. Speak anyway. Your voice may shake. Speak anyway. You may make a mistake. Continue anyway. Action teaches confidence. Waiting teaches fear. This is why I want you to make a small promise. For the next 7 days, speak English for 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes, not 50. 5. Day 1. Introduce yourself. My name is, I live in, I work, I like. My goal is. Day 2. Describe your room. Day 3. Talk about your family. Day 4. Explain your daily routine. Day 5. Talk about your favorite food. Day 6. Talk about your future. Day 7. Tell one story from your life. 7 days, 5 minutes. Can you do that? If your answer is yes, write in the comments. I accept the 7-day speaking challenge. Writing the comment is not magic, but it creates a small commitment. You are telling yourself, I am going to do this. And if you finish the 7 days, come back and write, I completed it. Your progress may inspire another learner too. Now let us talk about voice recording. Some of you hate this. You record yourself, you listen, and you think, oh no, is that really my voice? Yes. And that is okay. You need to become familiar with your English voice. If you avoid hearing it, you lose an important tool. Record 1 minute, not 10. 1. Choose a simple topic. My day. Speak, no restarting. After 1 minute, listen. Do not judge your face. Do not judge your personality. Only listen for 3 things. Was I understandable? Where did I stop too long? What is one sentence I can improve? That is all. Then record again. You may notice the second version feels better. Keep recordings from different weeks. After 1 month, compare them. Sometimes progress is difficult to feel every day. Recordings make progress visible. Maybe your grammar is still not perfect, but you speak longer. Maybe your pronunciation still needs work, but you sound less afraid. Maybe you still pause, but you recover faster. These are real improvements. Do not only measure vocabulary. Measure freedom. Can you speak longer? Can you start faster? Can you continue after a mistake? Can you explain a missing word? Can you tell a story? These are signs of speaking ability. Now I want to talk about something that quietly damages many learners. Comparison. You watch someone online. They speak fast. Their accent sounds beautiful. Their grammar seems perfect. And you think, I can never speak like that. But you are comparing your practice room with their final performance. You did not see their first day. You did not hear their early mistakes. You do not know how many years they practiced. Do not compare your beginning with someone else's middle. Compare yourself with yourself. Can you say something today that you could not say 6 months ago? Can you understand more? Can you speak for 1 minute now when before you could speak for 10 seconds? That is your progress. Your journey does not need to look like someone else's journey. Maybe one person learns quickly, another learns slowly. Both can improve. Consistency is more important than speed. Think about planting a seed. You put the seed in the ground. You give it water. The next morning, you do not dig it up and say, why are you not a tree yet? You trust the process. English needs that patience. Practice today. Practice tomorrow. Do not test yourself every 5 minutes. Let your brain grow. Some days will feel good. Words come easily. Other days, you will forget simple sentences. That is normal. Progress is not a straight line. Do not say, I am getting worse. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you are stressed. Maybe the topic is difficult. Return tomorrow. The learner who returns wins. Not the learner who is perfect. The learner who returns. Now let us talk about thinking too much. Overthinking can destroy simple speaking. Someone asks, do you like coffee? The answer could be, yes, I do. But your mind starts, should I say, I like coffee very much? Is very much correct? Maybe I should say, I really enjoy coffee. Is enjoy followed by coffee? The conversation was easy. Your thinking made it difficult. Give yourself permission to use the first correct simple answer that comes. Yes, I do. If you want, add. I drink it every morning. Done. You communicated. Stop searching for the most beautiful sentence. Natural conversation is full of ordinary sentences. What are you doing? I am cooking. Where are you going? I am going to work. Are you busy? Yes, a little. Did you enjoy the movie? Yes, it was good. These are real English answers. You need these more than a complicated speech. Practice common questions. Here are 10. What is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? What do you like doing in your free time? What is your favorite food? What did you do yesterday? What are you doing tomorrow? Why are you learning English? What is one goal you have? What makes you happy? Answer them every day for 1 week, but change your answers slightly. What makes you happy? My family makes me happy. Next day. Spending time with friends makes me happy. Next. Finishing my work makes me happy. Now the question becomes familiar, but your language remains flexible. This helps you respond faster. Now let us add gentle pressure. Give yourself 5 seconds to begin. Question. What did you do yesterday? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Yesterday, That is enough. Continue after you begin. The goal is not speaking fast. The goal is starting before overthinking takes control. Try. What do you want to improve? Begin. I want to improve. What would you like to do next year? I would like to. Why do you like your favorite hobby? I like it because. Practice the launch. Starting is often the hardest part. When the first words come out, the rest becomes easier. Now let us build recovery language. What should you do when your mind really becomes blank? Do not panic. Use a sentence that gives you time. Let me think for a moment. That is a good question. I am not sure, but how can I explain this? What I mean is, I do not know the exact word. Let me say that again. Practice these phrases before you need them. Then, in a real conversation, they are available. Imagine someone asks, what is the biggest challenge in your job? You become blank. Instead of silence, say, that is a good question. Let me think for a moment. Now breathe. Then say, I think the biggest challenge is time. You are speaking again. The conversation is alive. A pause is not failure. Thinking is normal. Native speakers say, let me think. They do not call themselves bad speakers. You are allowed to think too. Now let us talk about pronunciation. Do not make pronunciation your enemy. You do not need a British accent. You do not need an American accent. You need clarity. If people understand you, you are communicating. Choose words that are difficult for you. Maybe comfortable, vegetable, important, world, development. Listen to a clear pronunciation. Repeat slowly, then use the word in a sentence. This chair is comfortable. Vegetables are good for health. This meeting is important. Do not spend your whole day chasing accent perfection. Pronunciation improves through listening and speaking. Focus on common words first, words you actually need, and speak a little slower. Many pronunciation problems become worse because learners rush. Slow speech gives your mouth time. Say, I want to speak English clearly. Not too fast. Again, I want to speak English clearly. Clear is better than fast, remember that. Fluency is not speed. You can speak slowly and still speak well. A confident person controls the pace. They do not race because they are afraid of silence. Now let us talk about your daily routine. If you want speaking to change, English needs a place in your day. Create a simple 20-minute routine. 5 minutes listening. Listen to a short English video. 5 minutes repeating. Repeat useful sentences. 5 minutes speaking. Talk about your day or answer questions. 5 minutes reviewing. Listen to your recording or correct one sentence. 20 minutes. If you do not have 20, do 10. If you do not have 10, do 5. But do something. Consistency is stronger than a perfect schedule. 1 hour on Sunday, and nothing for 6 days, is not as powerful as daily contact. Your brain likes repetition. Give English small daily visits. Morning, I feel tired today. Afternoon, I am having lunch. Evening, my day was busy. These moments keep English alive. Now let me tell you about another learner. His name was Hamza. Hamza worked in a clothing shop. Tourists sometimes entered. He understood simple English questions. How much is this? Do you have a larger size? Can I try this on? But every time an English-speaking customer came, Hamza called another worker. He was afraid. One day the other worker was busy. A customer held a shirt and asked, "How much is this?" Hamza's heart started beating fast. He knew the sentence. He had heard it many times. This time he answered, "It is 2,000 rupees." That was all. The customer said, "Okay, thank you." Nothing terrible happened. The next day, another customer asked, "Do you have this in black?" Hamza said, "Yes, one moment please." Again, simple English. Within a few weeks, he stopped calling the other worker for every customer. What changed? His grammar did not suddenly become perfect. His fear became smaller because he collected real experiences. Action gives your brain evidence. This is why I want you to look for small, real-life opportunities. Not huge ones. If you can say thank you in English, say it. If someone asks something simple, try answering. If you have a friend learning English, send one English voice message. If you join an online group, write or speak one sentence. Small real contact makes the language alive. But if you have no one, continue alone. Never use "I have no partner" as a reason to remain silent. Become your own partner. Ask yourself, how was your day? Answer. What are you doing? Answer. What will you do tomorrow? Answer. What are you worried about? Answer. You can create two sides of a conversation. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is biryani. Why do you like it? Because it is spicy and delicious. Do you eat it often? Maybe once a week. That is conversation practice. It may feel funny. Do it anyway. Your brain does not care that the other speaker is imaginary. You are practicing question, response, follow-up. Those are real skills. You can also use photos. Open one photo on your phone. Describe it. This photo was taken last year. I am with my family. We were at a wedding. Everyone looks happy. I remember the food was very good. Then tell the story behind the photo. One picture can give you 5 minutes of speaking. Try old photos, travel photos, food photos, family photos. Your own life gives you endless topics. Now let us talk about English in your head. Some learners try to think in English all day and become exhausted. Do not do that. Start with short moments. When you are planning breakfast, I will make eggs. When you are choosing clothes, I think I will wear this. When you are tired, I need a break. When you have a problem, what should I do? These tiny thoughts are enough. You are teaching your brain that English can be a thinking language, not only a classroom language. Later, longer thoughts may come naturally. Do not force them. Now, something important. Do not memorize full answers for every conversation. Memorized answers can help at the beginning. But if the question changes slightly, you may freeze. Learn patterns instead. I like Mia because Mia. I want to Mia because Mia. In my opinion. Yesterday I Mia. In the future I hope to Mia. The main reason is Mia. These patterns are flexible. Example. I like reading because it helps me relax. I like walking because it clears my mind. I like cooking because I enjoy trying new food. One pattern, many ideas. That is useful fluency. Now let us practice connecting sentences. Many learners can speak one sentence, but struggle to continue. Use simple connectors. And, but, because, so, then. For example, first, after that, finally. You do not need complicated connectors at the beginning. Say, I was tired, but I went to work. I am learning English because I want to improve my career. I finished my work, so I went home. I woke up, then I made breakfast. These little words make your speech longer and smoother. Practice one connector per day. Today, because. Why do you learn English? Because. Why do you like your favorite food? Because. Why do you want a better job? Because. Tomorrow practice but. I was tired, but. The movie was good, but. I wanted to go, but. These patterns become automatic. Automatic language gives your brain more space for meaning. Now I want you to think about what you say to yourself. Some learners practice English, then say, my English is terrible. I cannot speak. I always forget. I am too shy. These sentences become mental habits. Change the language. Do not lie to yourself. Do not say, I am perfectly fluent, if you are not. Say something true and useful. I am learning to speak. My English is improving. I can speak simple English. I am becoming more confident. I make mistakes, but I continue. These statements describe growth. Growth language creates a growth mindset. Say, my English is growing. Again, my English is growing. This is more accurate than my English is bad. Growing things are not finished. They need time. That is okay. Now imagine your English 6 months from now. If you speak 5 or 10 minutes every day, how many hours of speaking will you have? A lot. Will every practice be perfect? No. But your mouth will have more experience. Your common sentences will become easier. Your stories will become familiar. You will know how to recover. You will have heard your own voice many times. That person 6 months from now is being built by today's small practice. Do not wait for motivation. Some days you will feel motivated. Other days you will not. Create a minimum rule. On bad days, I will speak for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is small enough that you can do it even when tired. Say, today was difficult. I am tired. I did not have much time. Tomorrow I will try again. Done. You kept the habit alive. That matters. A strong habit does not require perfect days. It survives imperfect days. Now let us create a 30-day picture in your mind. Week 1. You feel strange speaking alone. You pause a lot. Week 2. Your basic questions become easier. You begin using more sentences. Week 3. You tell short stories. You use connectors. You recover after missing words. Week 4. You record a 5-minute talk and realize you can keep going. Maybe not perfectly, but much better than before. That is realistic progress. Do not promise yourself impossible fluency in 7 days. Promise yourself consistent practice. Results will come. Now I want to give you a practice you can use tonight. Before sleeping, speak for 3 minutes about your day. Use these 4 questions. What did I do today? What was good? What was difficult? What will I do tomorrow? For example, today I went to work. I had a busy morning. One good thing was that I finished an important task. The difficult part was that I felt tired. Tomorrow I want to wake up earlier. 3 minutes. Every night, your daily life becomes your lesson. This practice naturally trains past, present feelings, and future. You do not need a grammar worksheet. You are using grammar through meaning. And meaning helps memory. Now another practice for the morning. Ask, how do I feel? What do I need to do? What is one goal for today? Answer, I feel good. I need to finish my work. My goal is to practice English for 10 minutes. Morning gives you future language. Night gives you past language. You are building English around real time. This is powerful. Now let us discuss one of the biggest traps, watching too many English videos. Yes, English videos can help. But if you watch 20 lessons and practice none, you may feel busy without improving your speaking. Do not collect lessons. Apply lessons. One useful video, one idea. Practice it. If the lesson teaches 5 expressions, use them today. If it teaches a speaking method, try it. If it gives a question, answer it. Learning without use becomes passive knowledge. You already have enough passive knowledge. We want active English. Ask yourself after every lesson, what can I say now? That question changes everything. Do not ask only, what did I learn? Ask, what can I use? Now let us practice with useful everyday expressions. Say them aloud. I am not sure. Give me a moment. I understand. I do not understand. Could you repeat that? Please speak slowly. That sounds good. I agree. I do not agree. What do you mean? I think so. I do not think so. Maybe. It depends. I will try. I forgot the word. These simple phrases can save you in conversations. Practice them until they feel easy. They give you control. If someone speaks too fast, you do not have to pretend. Say, could you speak more slowly, please? If you do not understand, could you repeat that? This is not failure. This is communication. Even native speakers ask people to repeat themselves. Never feel ashamed of clarification. Now I want to talk about your accent. Maybe your accent makes you shy. You listen to fluent speakers and think your voice sounds wrong. Your accent is not a disease. Your goal is clarity. You can improve pronunciation, rhythm, and stress, but you do not need to erase where you come from. Speak clearly, slowly. Open your mouth. Practice useful words, and focus on making the message understandable. A person with an accent can be an excellent English speaker. Confidence is more powerful than accent imitation. Now, do you sometimes lower your voice when speaking English? You say the beginning clearly, then the sentence becomes very quiet. That happens when confidence falls in the middle. Practice finishing your sentences. Say, I am learning English because I want a better future. Keep the voice clear until future. Again, I am learning English because I want a better future. Finish strongly, not loudly, clearly. People need to hear your complete thought. Another useful practice is standing while speaking. When you stand, breathe and look forward, your voice often becomes clearer. Pretend you are explaining something to a friendly person. Use your hands naturally. Say, today I want to talk about my favorite hobby. Then speak for 1 minute. This is home presentation practice. You are teaching your body how speaking confidence feels. You do not need an audience yet. Practice before the audience arrives. Private practice builds public confidence. Now let me ask you directly. What is your biggest problem? Do you understand English but freeze? Do you translate too much? Do you know words but forget them? Are you afraid of mistakes? Is pronunciation difficult? Do you speak too softly? Write one answer in the comments. My biggest English speaking problem is orzer. Do not write 10 problems. Choose the biggest one. When you name the problem, you can work on it. And when you read the other comments, you may see something important. You are not alone. Many learners are struggling with the same thing. Now I want to give you one simple rule for the next month. Every day, produce more English than yesterday. Not necessarily a lot more. Maybe yesterday you spoke 5 sentences. Today, speak 6. Yesterday, 1 minute. Today, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Small growth. This keeps the challenge possible. Do not try to become fluent by Friday. Build, brick by brick, sentence by sentence. Now let us return to Sana. After 3 months of daily practice, something interesting happened. She was not perfect. She still made grammar mistakes. Sometimes she forgot vocabulary. But one day a new student sat next to her and asked, "Can you help me with this assignment?" Sana answered in English without planning, "Yes, of course. Which part do you not understand?" Then they talked for several minutes. Later, Sana realized what had happened. She did not translate every sentence. She did not prepare. She just responded. That is what daily practice had created. Automatic small language. The exciting thing was not that she used advanced vocabulary. She did not. The exciting thing was that English was available when she needed it. That is your goal. Available English. English that comes out. Not perfect English hidden inside your mind. Your English is already there. We are opening the door. How? Daily use. Simple speech. Repetition. Real topics. Recording. Listening and repeating. Stories. Questions. Mistakes. Recovery. Patience. No magic. But these simple things work when you actually do them. One day you will answer a question and think, "Wait, I did not translate." One day you will tell a story and realize you spoke for 3 minutes. One day you will forget a word and calmly explain it. One day someone will say, "Your English has improved." And maybe they will think your improvement happened quickly. But you will know the truth. It happened during small moments nobody saw. The morning sentences, the evening recordings, the awkward self-talk, the repeated stories, the mistakes, the days you felt tired but practiced for 2 minutes anyway. Those moments build fluency. Do not wait for a big moment. Win the small moments. Today, win 1 minute. Tomorrow, win another. Now take a breath. I want you to say these sentences with me. I understand English. Again. I understand English. My speaking is growing. Again. My speaking is growing. I am allowed to make mistakes. Again. I am allowed to make mistakes. I will speak every day. Again. I will speak every day. My voice deserves practice. Again. My voice deserves practice. Good. Now, after this video, do not immediately watch another English lesson. This is important. Close YouTube for 5 minutes. Set a timer. Speak. First minute. Introduce yourself. Second minute. Talk about your day. Third minute. Talk about something you like. Fourth minute. Explain one goal. Fifth minute. Tell a short story. If you cannot speak for the whole minute, repeat ideas. That is okay. If you become blank, say, "Let me think," then continue. If you forget a word, describe it. If you make a mistake, keep going. You are not taking an exam. You are training. And training is supposed to be imperfect. Your first 5 minutes may feel difficult. Do it tomorrow again. After 7 days, compare. After 30 days, compare again. You may surprise yourself. And remember this: understanding English is not the end of your journey. It is proof that your brain has already learned a lot. Now your voice needs its turn. Your ears have been training. Your eyes have been reading. Your mind has been collecting. Now train your mouth. Give the language a voice. Do not keep English locked inside you because you are waiting for perfect grammar. Do not keep your ideas silent because your accent is different. Do not let one mistake decide that you cannot speak. You can speak, maybe slowly, maybe simply, maybe with pauses. But you can speak, and every sentence you use today makes tomorrow easier. One sentence becomes two. Two sentences become a story. A story becomes a conversation. A conversation becomes confidence. Confidence becomes freedom. That is the journey. So the next time you think, "I understand English, but I cannot speak," change the sentence. Say, "I understand English, and now I am training myself to speak it." That is true. That is powerful, and that is what you are going to do every day. Speak when you are alone. Speak when your voice shakes. Speak simple sentences. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Repeat useful phrases. Tell your stories. Answer your own questions. Record yourself. Correct one thing. Return tomorrow. Do not chase perfection. Chase consistency. Do not chase speed. Chase clarity. Do not wait for confidence. Build it. And please remember this when a difficult day comes. A difficult speaking day does not mean you are going backward. It means you are learning. Some days words will come easily. Some days they will hide. Continue. Because language grows through use. Your English does not need more silence. It needs more chances. Give it a chance this morning. Give it a chance tonight. Give it a chance tomorrow. 5 minutes. One story. 10 questions. One recording. Whatever you can do. But do something. And 30 days from now, I want you to look back at the person who was afraid to say one sentence. I want you to remember how heavy speaking once felt. And I want you to hear your new voice. Not perfect, but stronger. Not fearless, but brave enough to continue. Not silent, speaking. That is success. So begin today. Not tomorrow. Today. Say one sentence. Then another. Then another. Your English is already inside you. Now give it a voice.